Welcome again to this series where we're talking about 101 errors or mistakes that people make when buying property in auction. Either you're buying cash, you're taking personal loan, you're using extended mortgage, or you're getting short-term finance. These are possible issues that you need to be aware of. We dealt with 10. That's relating to the category of readiness for auction. On this category, we'll be talking more about the financial readiness. These are financial readiness mistakes. So number 11, as we follow through, because we've talked about 1 to 10 in other videos. So number 11 is bidding without pre-approval. This is very important. This is where we come in. If you want to make sure to know what finance you can get on auction, please talk to us beforehand, because this saves you a lot. You don't go to win auction without getting your pre-approval in place. So because that's the fastest way to lose your deposit. So number 12, it's assuming bridging is guaranteed. So a lot of people will buy property with bridging finance. What that is good, they should understand that that's not guaranteed. So it's very important that you have done your pre-approval, and more importantly, you have done your checklist. You can get all of this on our website. You can check your checklist to identify potential issues that might relate to the legal pack or other matters, so that your finance is one part, but it's completely checked and underwritten before you move ahead. So number 13 will be not preparing proof of funds. So when you're buying an auction, on the day you need to put down your 10%. And a lot of people do not provide the proof of funds that will be required to satisfy the AML checks, anti-money laundering checks. So that's very important. That's an immediate thing that they would ask when you win the auction. Number 14, as part of these 101 mistakes, is underestimating deposit requirements. 10% is standard, but there are other possibility of having a higher figure, especially if it's stated in the special condition. So your legal pack, it's always important that you understand every line of it, every fine print, every large print. You want to make sure that you understand it. Number 15, it's not calculating total acquisition cost. Because sometimes we only think about, this is what I'm going to pay on auction. You might be fortunate to have worked out your maximum bid. We have a maximum bid calculation on the website as part of our guide, 28 days guide, to help you work out what is the maximum bid you can. But yes, that is good to work out, but you need to think about, are there other costs? It could be stamp duty cost, which, depending on what you are, if you're first-time buyer or investor, it could be 5%. If you're foreign investor, it could be 7%. So you want to make sure that you calculated that. Also, the VAT, that's value-added tax, especially if you're buying commercial units, that could be fees that are applied. Your legal fees, your lender fees as well, and many buyers do not consider this. They possibly have moved to halfway, then they just realize that there's additional cost they need to consider. So I always tell people to work out this cost before you start, even before you put a bid in. Number 16 is ignoring stamp duty and VAT implications. VAT on commercial assets can derail your cash flow, because if you've not figured it out, if you've not worked out as part of your strategy, then that could derail whatever you're planning to get as part of your strategy. So number 17 is assuming lenders fund any auction property. So while it's important to understand that you can get bridging finance, short-term finance, some people would think that you can get your standard mortgage. So unmortgageable assets require specialist lenders. If you don't know that, please do not go for auction. Don't think your traditional bankers, traditional lenders will give you the mortgage. So this is category 2 of the financial readiness mistakes, where we are talking about 101 mistakes that is possible when you're buying in auction. So follow us for the next tranche of video we will do around the 101. Now we're stopping at 17 as part of this category. If you have any question, please send us a DM, send us email. You can book a discovery call for you to get clarity on what you're doing. Either you're bidding in auction in July or in future, whatever it is, make sure you talk to someone that understands the process and they can help you. So any question around auction and around finance, around your legal pack, we have partners that would help to make that happen for you. So happy bidding, but make sure that you're careful, because it's an easy way for you to lose more than your deposit. So be mindful. 101 mistakes that is possible in auction.